Get off of there. Hi, everyone. Hey, hey, get down from my chair. I turned my back to open the door and let some of them in. And the rest of them were trying to get my drink, I guess. Some of them were outside and some of them were inside. Candy Lou, leave that skirt on. Now they're just being all silly. Candy is wearing her fancy pants and she hates them. That's why I have the strap on her. It's not because they don't fit. Sheba has to wear that strap because her body is shaped different and the skirts will sag off. But Candy's fits are just fine. It's just she likes to try to scrape it off. Get up. Quit that. Quit it right now. I just did a new ultrasound on Reba because, it's today, the 20th. See, she's due by the end of the month. And I don't know. I got a little panicky this morning thinking she's not looking as pregnant as she should. But I don't know. I still think I see babies. But I did decide to get an x-ray. We'll do an x-ray this afternoon, and then I'll know for sure. I rarely do x-rays. I did one on Sheba on her second litter because I just couldn't see the babies that well on the ultrasound. And I'm somewhat... Quit. Stop it. Candace, no. Now stop it. I'm not as experienced with the ultrasound as I wish I was. And that's why I do multiple ultrasounds, trying to get a little more experience. But I saw 5, or I thought I saw 5 with Reba the first 2 or 3 times I did the ultrasound. But now, today, I had to play around, and I did see 1 for sure. It's either 1 or it's a couple, but they're bigger, so... I don't know. Just when in doubt, get an x-ray. Now look what you did. Simon, leave her alone. Everybody, back up. Back up. No, Candy. Oh, no. We're not opening the door. Nope. We're in the middle of a video. You're not going to run wild out the door. Candace. Dad is outside, so I don't have any help. And it's hard to do things one-handed. Stop. You stop. You're going to wear that little fancy pants, Bincy. You've got to wear that. She should be breeding in about 10 days. We will receive a stud service in the mail for her. Simon, leave her alone. Y'all go. Go. I want Maggie in. Go. Come on, Maggie. There she is. Maggie was outside by herself. Anyway, they're kind of crazy right now. Jeff got up real early this morning and put all the babies in their crates after he let them out and everything. And then he took Caleb to our vet. And Caleb is getting his little belly button hernia repaired today, right now, and I go back and I pick him up this afternoon. So I just got to thinking, and being the mom that I am, I get a little concerned about Reba. I went ahead and scheduled the x-ray to do today. I think she's at day 51, and they can do the x-rays from day 50 up to the time of delivery. So that works out well. I'm just going to go ahead and do the x-ray so I know for sure how many babies are there. I am convinced she does have babies. She is pregnant. This morning I kind of scared myself and I was thinking, well, she's not looking as pregnant as one 10 days away from delivery should look. But then I saw babies again on the ultrasound. I just don't know how many. So it's going to be better to know her first time litter and all. And I just decided I'm going to do that. I hate to spend money I don't need to, but I also hate to go into um, uh, time for delivery and not really know what to be expecting. I think I saw 5 puppies on the ultrasound, but I'd like to have that confirmed just to be sure. So that's what we're going to do. And then we'll pick up Caleb and we'll bring him home. Jeff said he slept all the way to the vet's office. Our vet's about an hour away. And but he's just a sweetheart, and he should get over his little incision. It's just a small incision they make to repair that belly button hernia, and he should be bouncing around tomorrow for sure. So, but today when he gets home, he'll probably go in a crate and probably have to sleep some more because of the anesthesia. And we won't let Amos pick on him. Actually, it's Caleb who picks on Amos, but we'll just put him in the crate and let him sleep and rest until he's ready to roughhouse and play, because they'll do that no matter how bad they feel. They'll still play. It's amazing what dogs will do. Even when they're in pain, they will do everything they can to please you or to make you smile. But you guys, try to keep them in the video, and they just won't be still. Get out from behind my chair, you guys. Hey, Maggie. Oh, I got an update picture today of one of Sheba's previous pups, not the last litter. Her last litter was her third litter. That's where Maggie came from. But litter number 2, she only had 2 boys. And one of them's name was Bo, and he had a cleft nostril, and which just means the nostril was not fully attached to the cheek like it ought to be. And his mama sent me a picture. He's a year old now, and he is just gorgeous, and he's the spitting image of Sheba. And the cleft nostril is a cosmetic type of an issue, and his was so minor he didn't have to have any kind of repair work or anything. And you can't even tell that he has a little cleft there because of the black nose and everything. Simon, leave her alone. Simon is getting all worked up. Everybody's hormones are activated. Simon, and that's what he does. He's mean to her. Simon, if you bite her foot, I'm going to get you. You better quit being mean to her. I don't really understand why he's doing that, but he has made her cry a couple of times lately. Hey, Simon. Yeah, that kind of says Sheba's probably getting ready to come into heat. They say that's the best thing, is to have a male dog tell you what's going on with your girls. So it's Candy's in heat now. She has day 1 as of yesterday, and we will try to breed on probably day 12. I don't know. Since we're shipping it in, we're only going to have 1 shot, really. But they say day 9 and was it 12 and 14? I think it's 9, 11, and 13. That's what it is that we would breed if we were breeding natural, or we had the stud here. But we're going to have 1 shot with her. So normally they say you should have a progesterone test to know which day is your highest chances of pregnancy. But we're not doing the progesterone testing. I don't have that, and I've never done that. But usually with the males, you can kind of tell. They will let you know when her peak days are, because they won't be able to behave themselves. So we'll just keep an eye on that, and I hope we choose the right day and she gets pregnant, and she probably will. That's the way They used to know which day to breed on before the progesterone testing became a thing. They just watch the males and watch your other dogs. Really, even the females kind of will tell you what's going on with each other if you just watch them. And so that's what we're going to do. But it looks like Sheba is probably about to come into heat. And then Chloe will. And Delilah has only come into heat once a year. So she may or may not. It just depends. And either way, we're not breeding her. She's going to be retired. We don't need another female, another litter. So we're going to have 4 as it is. So I'll just have to keep Delilah protected. And then somewhere we'll get more time to get in and get her spayed. And we'll probably spay Candy after this litter too. So this will be Candy's second litter if everything goes well. But this will be Reba's first litter. See, she's gorgeous and she's definitely put on weight. And I do see a mama belly when I look at her belly. But she doesn't look as pregnant as my girls normally do 10 days before their babies are born. So she should have more showing than that. So I am concerned as to if there are babies, then I'm wondering how many, and I'm also wondering how small. So we'll just have to go get an x-ray to make me feel better about it so that I know. And we can do that, no biggie. We'll do it today and pick up Caleb at the same time. And then we'll kind of know, once we have babies with Reba, I'll kind of know what to look for and expect from her in the future, even though they don't always do the same thing the next time, but they do run kind of close. So I have some good results with Sheba and Delilah and actually even Candy. I don't really feel like there's any problem with Candy getting pregnant if I just time it just right and get her bred on the day that's best. But Sheba, I kind of know with her what to expect. She usually gives 5 babies. Once we only had 2, but the other 2 times she had 5. And then Chloe, she did 4 babies. So that's what I would expect this time around too. They say the dads determine the sex of the babies and the moms determine the number of babies. You do. Oh, Maggie. Amos, get up. Don't let her push you around. Oh. Anyway, Jeff's outside doing something. I don't know what, but hopefully he'll come back in a little while and I can go back and do some sewing. I got 4 of my whelping beds made yesterday, and I've got 3 or 4 more I'd like to get together. A couple are spoken for, but I do have some that will be available if anybody's interested in puppy whelping beds. They fit the small kitty tools. Oh, Delilah. Oh, she'll calm you down, little boy. It's not him, Delilah. It's her. Maggie. Maggie's being a little brat. Ah! Oh, she thinks she's a big dog. Boy, she's feisty. You better be good, Maggie. Anyway, I'm hoping to get back in there and sew some today, and then I think we get to pick Caleb up around 2:30 or 3, so it'll be a full day today, which for me it always is. I looked in here last night while I was sewing. Jeff was in here with them, and he's sitting there on the couch asleep, not watching them at all, which luckily they were just being good, which they usually are when he's in here with them. But he makes out like he works so hard watching these babies while I'm sewing. And every time I look in here, he'll be sitting there asleep. That's how hard he works. He'll kill me when he sees the video. But anyway, we're all just gonna enjoy the day, find out how many babies we're expecting, keep an eye on the other girls so that we'll know when we're fixing to start breeding. We need to get a hold of Mr. Thor and set up a time for him to visit for Miss Sheba. We may ship that in too. I don't know. That might just be easier all the way around. Thor lives about 3 hours away from us. And the little boy that's going to be breeding with Candy, he's all the way in Colorado. So shipping just seems to be a good way to do it right now. I hope, anyway. It'll be my first time doing things that way. So long as I don't mess it up and we don't miss our chances for babies, it'll be a good deal. But next year, I feel better just because Caleb and Simon will be my studs and they'll be older and mature and we can do everything in-house. But for this whole year, we used outside studs. So I guess we're going to finish up the year that way while we're waiting on our little one, Caleb, to grow up. He's going to be our main stud. Caleb is going to be able to pair with all of my girls. It doesn't matter. He carries everything they carry. Simon, I'll always want to pair with Reba. But, I mean, Simon could breed with any of them, but we wouldn't get any colored puppies. We'd get black and white puppies, so, which we may want to do that too. I don't know. I may want to swap around and let Caleb and Reba have a litter just to see what we get, because Reba carries a lot of colors that Caleb carries. So anyway, that's our plans. If you're going to be wanting one of our puppies, please go and get your puppy applications filled out. I need puppy applications just so we can start talking. Hey, you want to get out of there? I don't know why that's pushed out so much. But if you get your puppy applications in, and waiting list is open on Reba's litter, and I should be able to tell you exactly how many puppies tomorrow when after we get an x-ray today. So. But I'm hoping there's 5. I'm just not sure now because she ought to be bigger. I think she should be further along or bigger in the pregnancy. Hey, you quit chewing on that arm of that chair. Yes, you, mister. Oh, Amos. Oh, there's Dad. There's Dad. You can let Candy out too, but you have to take her skirt off.
Wait a minute.
Simon, you're staying. Simon is not going out with the girls anymore for a while. As they come into heat, he's going to have to spend a lot more time inside while they're outside and swap them around. So anyway, that's all I have, and I'll be back tomorrow. I'll let everybody know how Caleb's doing and how the x-ray on Reba goes. And like I said, if you're interested in a puppy, go to bogansbostons.com and print out the puppy application and fill it out and send it back to me, and I'll get you on a waiting list. So we're going to have a lot of puppies. We're going to have a lot of colors. So just reach out to me and let me know, and I'll be back tomorrow.